I'm Inkamani here, folks, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. We all know that when we want to say one thing is better than another in English, we always use the word better. One example, BMWs, I'm talking about the cars, BMWs are better than, let's say, Audis. But today in this video, I'll be teaching you 9 practical idioms or idiomatic expressions that you can fully take advantage of to express the idea that one thing is better than another, or to express the sense of superiority of one thing over another without having to use the word better. So stay with me. Alright, now let's talk about the very first idiomatic expression, which is to be miles ahead of someone or something. To be miles ahead of someone or something, which means to be far better, much better than someone or something. Let me give you 2 examples. Do not think she's lazy. She's miles ahead of all of us in terms of learning foreign languages, which means do not think she's lazy. She's much better, far better than all of us when it comes to learning foreign languages. Alright, example number 2. There's a lady working here called Julia. She's miles ahead of all of you guys when it comes to working under pressure, which means when it comes to working under pressure, when she is put under pressure, she can work far better, much better, a lot better than all of you guys. So there's a lady working here called Julia. She's miles ahead of all of you guys when it comes to working under pressure. Alright, now let's move on to the second idiomatic expression, which is to be streets ahead of somebody or something. To be streets ahead of somebody or something, which is pretty similar to the previous expression, which was to be miles ahead of somebody or something, right? This idiomatic expression again refers to the idea that something is much better, far better than something else. Let me give you 2 examples. Most Japanese products are streets ahead of their competitors in terms of quality and durability. Most Japanese products are streets ahead of their competitors in terms of quality and durability, which means most Japanese products are much better, far better, more reliable and durable than those of their competitors or the products produced by their competitors. And this is a fact that we all know, right? When it comes to buying something new, or whenever we got some money and we want to buy something new, we always want to get our money's worth by paying for Japanese products instead of the products of other countries, because we know for a fact that the Japanese products are much more high quality and durable and reliable. Alright, now let me give you the second example. Edward is always the center of attention because his English is streets ahead of his friends. Edward is always the center of attention because his English is streets ahead of his friends, which means Edward can speak English a lot better, much better than his friends can, which is why he's always the center of attention, which means people pay more attention to him because he can speak English a lot better than all his other friends. Alright, now we're proceeding to the third idiomatic expression that you can use instead of the word better at a more advanced level. It is leave someone or something in the dust. To leave someone or something in the dust means to do something a lot better than someone can or someone does, or to outdo or outperform someone. Let me give you one example. Edward will leave you in the dust. He knows English a lot better, which means Edward will outdo you, outperform you, will do a lot better than you do. Why? Because he can speak English better. He knows English better, a lot better than you do. Alright, another example. Toyotas are durable and reliable, but in terms of performance, BMWs leave them in the dust. Toyotas are durable and reliable, but in terms of performance, BMWs leave them in the dust, which means when it comes to performance, BMWs can outdo or outperform Toyotas. We do know for a fact that the Toyotas are durable and reliable, but that does not mean that Toyotas are much better than BMWs or other German products when it comes to performance. BMWs leave them in the dust, which means BMWs perform a lot better than Toyotas when it comes to performance. Now we're getting to the fourth idiomatic expression that you can use to say one thing is better than another without having to use the word better, which is to stand head and shoulders above someone or something. To stand head and shoulders above someone or something, which means to be a lot better than someone or something. Alright, now let me give you an example. I know you're good at driving, but your older brother is more experienced and stands head and shoulders above you, which means your older brother is more experienced, knowledgeable, and can definitely be a lot better than you are when it comes to driving. Can outdo you, outperform you when it comes to driving. So you're good at driving, but your older brother is more experienced and stands head and shoulders above you. You really deserve a better result because you stand head and shoulders above all your friends and colleagues. You really deserve a better result because you stand head and shoulders above all your friends and colleagues, which means you deserve a better result. Why? Because you're much better than all your friends and colleagues. You do perform a lot better than them, which is why you deserve a better result. Alright, ladies and gents, now let me introduce you to the fifth idiomatic expression that you can use instead of the word better, which is to be in a league of your own. To be in a league of your own, which means to be far better, much better than anyone else, to stand head and shoulders above everyone else. Let me give you an example. She prefers you to anyone else. Never underestimate yourself. You're in a league of your own. She prefers you to anyone else. Never underestimate yourself. You're in a league of your own, which means you're a lot better, much better than anyone else. Anybody else around you. Alright, let me give you another example. Never compare David to anyone else in his family. He's in a league of his own, which means he's a lot better, much better, far better than all the other members of his family. He leaves all the other members of his family in the dust, or his streets are miles ahead of all the other members of his family. I'm just using all the idiomatic expressions that I've taught you so far to, make the same sentences. Ladies and gents, are you ready for the sixth idiomatic expression? Of course you are. It is to be a cut above someone or something. To be a cut above someone or something, which means to be much better, a lot better than someone or something. So until now we've learned to be miles or streets ahead of someone or something, to leave someone or something in the dust, to stand head and shoulders above someone or something, to be in a league of your own, and now we're talking about the sixth idiomatic expression, which is to be a cut above someone or something, which means to be much better than someone or something. Let me give you two examples. The first, she looks a bit selfish because she thinks she's a cut above everyone, which means she looks selfish. Why? The reason for this sense of selfishness is the fact that she thinks she's a lot better than other people. She thinks she's a cut above everyone. Another example. When it comes to quality and durability, Japanese products are a cut above all other products. When it comes to quality and durability, Japanese products are a cut above all other products, which means they're much better than all other products in terms of quality and durability. They're a cut above all other products. Alright, now let's move on to the seventh idiomatic expression that you can use instead of the word better, which is to be the cream of the crop. To be the cream of the crop, which means to be a lot, much, or far better than someone or something else. So until now you've learned 7 idiomatic expressions that you can use instead of the word better. What else are you looking for, guys? In order to sound more advanced and native-like, you can take advantage of these idiomatic expressions to express the idea that one thing is better than another, or sense of superiority. Anyway, let me give you 2 examples. Of course you have to pay more for this product. It's the cream of the crop. Of course you have to pay more for this product. It's the cream of the crop, which means, of course you have to pay more for this product because it's much better, far better than other products, maybe in terms of quality, durability, or anything else. Another example. This hotel will overcharge you because its views are the cream of the crop. This hotel will overcharge you because its views are the cream of the crop, which means you do have to pay more, or sometimes over the odds, for this hotel. Why? Because it provides you with such unique views that you may not be able to get anywhere else, which is why you have to pay more for the services of this hotel or the rooms of this hotel. Alright, now we're getting to the 8th idiomatic expression, which means you're one idiomatic expression short of the last idiomatic expression, or the 9th one, that you can use to express one thing being better than another. The 8th idiomatic expression is to be heads above the competition. To be heads above the competition, which means to be a lot better than something, to be much better than something. Let me give you 2 examples. Alright, the first one. Everyone has put their faith in him and trusts him because he's proven to be heads above the competition. Everyone has put their faith in him and trusts him because he's proven to be heads above the competition, which means everyone has put their faith in him or trusts him, and the reason is he's much better than anyone else, or he can outperform or outdo anyone else, which is why he's so reliable. Alright, another example. The chosen candidate is expected to win the race as he's heads above the competition. The chosen candidate is expected to win the race as he's heads above the competition, which means the chosen candidate is expected or believed to win the race. Why? Because he's a lot better than all his rivals, all the other candidates, or all the people that he's got to be competing with. Alright, ladies and gents, it's high time I told you that you're closer than ever to the 9th and the very last idiomatic expression that you can use to express the sense of the superiority of one thing over another. And this expression is nothing but to be in a different league than someone or something. To be in a different league than someone or something, which means to be uniquely different from someone or something, or to be unbelievably or exceptionally better than someone or something. So to be in a different league than someone or something. Let me give you 2 examples. Don't doubt that she will earn the highest income this year. She's in a different league than all her colleagues. Do not doubt that she will earn the highest income this year. She's in a different league than all her colleagues, which means she will earn the highest possible amount of money, or she will have the highest possible amount of income. Why? Because she's exceptionally better than all her colleagues, anybody else, at the company she's working or where she's working. Alright, another example. The way she looks catches everyone's eye. She's in a different league than all the other girls at the party. The way she looks catches everyone's eye. She's in a different league than all the other girls at the party, which means she looks a lot more beautiful than all the other girls at the party, which makes everyone's attention focus on her. Why? Because she's in a different league than all the other girls at the party, which means she looks more beautiful. She's a lot better. She's far better, much better, way better than all the other girls at the party. Alright, today you've just learned 9 idiomatic expressions that you can use to express the idea that one thing is better than another thing, or someone is better than someone else. So please avoid using the word better all the time. Instead, focus your attention on these 9 idiomatic expressions to sound more advanced and native-like, and also give color to your speech and the conversations. I'll be right back, guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I'll be back soon.